And we are live here from Jerome T. Osborne Stadium in Mentor, Ohio, as the Lake Catholic Cougars host the Walsh Jesuit Warriors. I'm Rob Sason here with Jimmy Simonis. Jimmy, what are you thinking about tonight's game?
I think it's going to be highly competitive. The history of these two teams, despite the records, it's always a competitive game. I mean, last year it was 42-28, but if I remember correctly, it was a competitive first half. Then Walsh got their momentum in the second half. I think it's going to be competitive. I think both teams are going to come out firing. I think we're going to at least have a strong, good first half. Then we'll see who takes the momentum going into the second half.
I agree. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one here. Walsh Jesuits on a good roll this season. They're probably going to make a good push into the playoffs. Lake Catholic, we might be lucky if we can squeak in there this year and make another run. But we saw that happen last year with the state championship run.
Yeah, with the playoff expansion, it's showing that the lower seeds, and Lake was the prime example of that. Of the expanded playoffs allows the team for anything possible to happen in the playoffs. And as you mentioned, the Walsh, they're coming off they're on a 4-game win streak right now. I mean, the only two losses that they've had are by 2 points combined. So,
I think that was a good Benedictine team and a good Akron-Hoban team, right?
Yeah, you got two of the best teams in the state right now. I mean, it's nothing to complain about, and they're going to be a tough team come the postseason. Last year, I mean, they cemented themselves as a team that fully turned themselves around.
That's right. We also got homecoming here tonight.
So, it should be a nice, fun night of fall football in Northeast Ohio. So, we've got about two and a half minutes until kickoff. Both teams should be coming out onto the field shortly.
What's that? Is it coming through staticky for you? Yeah.
Hey, Rob, what are some things that you're looking at Lake Catholic to do tonight to put some points up on the board?
Definitely we're going to have to stop the run. I think Walsh Jesuit's going to try to establish that quickly and control the game and run the clock down. So if Lake Catholic can get it done in the trenches and stop that run and kind of force Walsh Jesuit out of that game plan, I think, naturally if we get a couple turnovers, I think we're going to try to press it offensively. We don't really have much to lose at this point in the season. So
exactly, and that's in a way a good thing to have when you're a football team. Nothing to lose. Allows you to kind of throw out all the stops.
Definitely, and here the Cougars coming out in the field. We've got a good crowd here today at Jerome T. Osborne Stadium.
And Walsh Jesuits now coming onto the field.
Welcome back, JTO Stadium here in Mentor, Ohio. Steve Bunch on the key start. Watching the Cougars take on the Warriors tonight. Two very good football teams in the past. Teams going in different directions tonight, but we are hoping for a great battle to bring to you tonight. Right now, the fans are exiting the field. Cougars
Coming off the coin toss, I believe Lake Catholic is receiving the ball. So,
a lot of the fun things this evening, Steve. Again, we got homecoming night for Lake Catholic High School. I know when I got here a couple hours before the game, same time as you, we saw a lot of tailgaters, not just from the Lake Catholic faithful here in the hometown and in Mentor for the school is located, their home stadium, but a lot of well-traveled fans of Walsh Jesuit too. I know where I parked at. A lot of Warrior fans setting up their card tables. And
number 10, Tyler Seacrest, and number 24, Gregory Thomas are the two guys back for the Lake Catholic to make the return. Walsh Jesuits now coming up to set up their kickoff.
With the program, a lot of success over the years. Just even last year, a lot of success going all the way to the D4 state championship game. Down a little bit this year just because they're playing a lot of underclassmen, but it should be a fun matchup versus the Warriors, who are 5-2 on the season, and really those two losses just points. So it should be a fun one, Steve.
There's certainly a lot of pride on both sides of the field, and you might be impressed with the tailgaters, with the intensity, and the fun that they were having. Back to the game here. We're getting ready to kick off. Walsh Jesuit will be kicking off to Lake Catholic, moving from left to right on your dial.
Number 98 for Walsh Jesuit is Cooper Curta, who's going to be kicking off the game tonight. And we are off.
It's going to be a deep kick fielded at about the 3-yard line. He's going to bring it out. He's got an opening. And it's going to be Cougar ball at about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, Tyler Sechrist with a fantastic start for a good field position. You know, that's definitely a kick return. That's definitely something on special teams that you'd want. A guy that's going to take the ball, find the seam, rush right through, and get a good spot.
That's right. That's a good start here. So we've got number 2, Nick Brandt, in at quarterback today. Charlie Seacrest is going to be his back in the backfield. Starting off.
They're running a bunch formation on the far upper side. Oh.
We've got Seacrest offset to the right. Brandt's going to take this snap, and he's going to give it to Seacrest, and he's going to get stuffed at maybe even for a loss there. 1.
Yeah, it was tough sliding right there. The Walsh Jesuit defense was not fooled. They flew right to the ball, made a quick stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't look like they got I don't think they moved the ball at all there. Oh, so they about 3 wide receivers on the top of your screen. Seacrest off to the right.
Brandt's going to take the snap. He's rolling right. He's going to try and find a guy.
Oh, nearly picked off. That was by Damon Kelly.
He did have a guy under, but I think he was definitely trying to force that one in. I think right now with Brandt having his second official start as a quarterback, you need to make sure. I think it's keeping the pressure off of him, making him make plays at ease, let the running game do the work. I think that's going to be big for Lake Catholic right now because I think what you're going to expect, I think Walsh is going to definitely bring some heat coming in the 3rd down and long.
Long 3rd down here.
We got Brandt in the shotgun with Seacrest behind him.
Coming out in the bunch formation at the top of your screen again.
Seacrest is going to take it, play fake. He's rolling right, makes a man miss, and he's going to dump it to Seacrest, and he's able to catch it, and he's getting a good gain, makes a man miss.
Tyler Seacrest with 2 big plays to start the game today, with the kickoff return and that swing pass, or the kind of opposite side field pass.
That's right. That was a real good shoestring catch right there, keeping it from hitting the ground.
Yeah, much credit to Nick Brandt being able to keep that play alive despite the defender getting through the protection. Tyler Seacrest, again, smart play to the sideline. Walsh's defense forgot about them, and here they're at, looks like the 39. I'm about the 40-yard line.
Cougars coming out in 10 personnel. See motion, and they're going to give it to Aiden Fitzgerald around the left side, and he's going to get a good gain there too.
Yeah, 5-6 yard carry. Looked like at the start looked like it was about to become nothing. Then he was able to kind of slide himself through for about a 5-yard gain.
That's right. Good blocking up front too.
Yeah, those short side sweeps are definitely risky because when you're putting a large amount of volume of people on one side, it's tough to find any wiggle room.
Yeah, it looked like their senior tackle, number 72, Owen Kaufman, leading the way. We got Brandt in the shotgun. Looks like
broken play.
Yep. It's all right. He's able to make a little bit out of nothing.
Yeah, looks like it was supposed to be I'm assuming it was going to be an RPO to Gregory Thomas.
And it looks like they're moving the chains, so first down Cougars.
Yeah, broken plays are never a bad thing if you get a first down.
That's right. Gregory Thomas is checking out of the game.
Yeah, Tyler Seacrest is back in, running the bunch formation on the short side of the field. They have number 8, Damon Kelly, on the top of your screen.
It's going to be a pitch to Seacrest around the left edge. He's going to get hit hard by about 2 or 3 Warriors there.
Yeah, the Walsh defense, Walsh in general, they're a very fast team. They definitely emphasize speed. So those short side sweeps, although they might get you a couple yards, it's not something you want to live on during the entire game tonight. We got 2 receivers on both sides of the field, and Seacrest off to the right.
Brandt's going to take the snap, looking for a man,
Ooh.
and he gets rid of it before taking a big hit.
What a
And Aiden
catch!
Fitzgerald with a touchdown.
Nick Brandt under the duress makes a fantastic throw to Aiden Fitzgerald.
And the Cougars are able to strike first here early in the first quarter.
Yeah, Casey Kish for Walsh Jesuit came right off the edge, and he gave a lick to Nick Brandt. That's a fantastic throw.
What a play. You got Nick Brandt standing in there, taking the hit and delivering a nice ball to Aiden Fitzgerald.
Definitely, they definitely set themselves up for a good play-action pass or a deep pass, given that they were emphasizing the run for that early drive. And that's for a guy that's starting his second game as a quarterback. That's a gutsy throw right there. Number 99, Jake Height, up for the PAT.
3 minutes that drive took.
Oh, gonna be a flag up there. Probably false start.
Of course, the defense is blaming the offense is blaming the defense. The referees say
Yeah, false start on Lake Catholic. Gonna push you back 5 yards and.
Challenging extra point attempt for the Cougars.
that'll be for kicker number
We
9.
got number 9, Cross Nimmo, is the long snapper.
140 pounds. Kicking the ball from the 15-yard line.
Snap is good. Down.
Yep, that's through.
All right, so we got 7-0 here, Cougars.
Yeah, with the 3-minute drive, I mean, they moved the ball pretty efficiently. There weren't really, besides a couple plays, I think the sweep and some of those short side tosses, they didn't get any yards on. I mean, most of the plays, they were good chunk plays, able to keep the pace moving and moving the pace, and they got that big play at the end right there.
We're hoping that energy transfers over to the defense here.
Yeah, Alexis Pacheco, he's definitely been their key cog in terms of stats. He has over 86 tackles total this year. So he's definitely going to be the anchor that they need to focus on the offensive side of the ball for Walsh. Looks like number 11, Trey Bell, is back for Walsh Jesuit. He is the sole returner in the back there.
And we got number 99, Jacob Height, to send it off for the Cougars.
Beginning of that drive, Steve, a couple first and 10, and then second and 10, got all the way to third and 10, and then
Oh,
It's going to be a squib kick.
pooch kick.
It's fielded, and he's going to be taken down right away by number 10, Tyler Seacrest.
He's been a little bit of everywhere right now. It'll be interesting to see if he keeps up that momentum. But yeah, he's been playing a fantastic game so far. Tyler Seacrest has been everywhere. Interesting to give them the quick squib kick to start their offensive drive with Walsh, but we'll see how the defense responds for Lake Catholic.
He said they're dangerous, so forget about their record at 1-6.
Walsh's quarterback is number 15, Matt Natali, a 6'1" senior. He's the sole person in the backfield. Bringing in LaShawn Crenshaw off to his left.
Quarterback's going to take the snap. He's going to give it to number 3. Makes a man miss and able to get the edge for a good gain.
Yeah, when I was with Talkback fans for week 1, LaShawn Crenshaw, because Will Rumpel's out this year with his torn ACL. LaShawn Crenshaw he can put his foot in the ground and he can make some amazing moves off the jump. Expect him to be a key cog tonight.
It's going to be a roll left, looking for a wide receiver, able to connect on the hitch. And he's fighting for some extra yards there. Looks like number 6, Alexis Pacheco, on the tackle.
Definitely a lot of quick action for Walsh. Definitely going to need to be able to make tackles, solo tackles in the secondary for Lake Catholic tonight. Crenshaw moves off to the left.
Quarterback's going to keep it around the left edge, and he's going to be able to get a solid gain there.
Very good read by the quarterback for Walsh, Matt Natali. Took what the defense was giving him, and he flew off to the left side where the defense thought Crenshaw was going to take it. Damon Kelly was the tackle, or the guy on the tackle on Natali. Moving on to no huddle offense. Walsh Jesuit is moving.
They're staying in the 10 personnel.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Crenshaw will be on the left side of the formation. One receiver at the top,
Natali's going to take the snap. And
it's wow.
Oh,
There was definitely a miscommunication
that was
there.
Damon Kelly almost on the interception there.
Yeah, Lake Catholic tried to bring some pressure, and yeah, that was.
Oh, he's going to wish he had that one back.
Those are the plays you wish to have back as a player and as a coach too, because that changes the momentum in Lake Catholic's case right now. That further propels them into the control of the game.
It's all right. You got to forget about it and move forward and get the next one.
But here we are, 2nd down, 10 to go.
Taylor's going to send a man in motion. Takes the snap. It's going to be an option to the left. Another fumble. Oh!
Crenshaw gets the recovery right there. Couple miscues really hurting Walsh Jesuit right now in a drive that was moving pretty fluid, pretty smooth. Two plays that have really hurt them. Looks like it's about 3rd and 18. So if you're like Catholic, definitely playing the sticks here. Don't let anyone get past you especially right now.
Warriors coming out in motion, number 3. Offset right. Takes the snap. Looking for a man. It's going to be a draw. And they're going to be able to stop him.
Looks like they got just past the line of scrimmage, about 4th and 8.
Might be 4-down territory for them over here.
Looks like how they're playing it.
So they're going to come out in 10 personnel. Back offset to the right.
They're going to bring, looks like out. They're going to get the encroachment. Number, who's that?
Exactly what they were looking to do. They drew the defense offside.
Looks like it was Damon Kelly who was trying to jump the gun.
4th down and maybe about a yard to go now, Steve.
Now it's about 4th and 3. Makes it a lot easier as an offense when it's 4th and 3 instead of 4th and 8. In motion. What do you think they dial up here, Rob?
I think they're going to let the quarterback do the read. You know, they're going to either hand it or he's going to read the end and take it.
Yeah, Lake Catholic's definitely going to bring some pressure. Oh, Walsh is calling a timeout.
Coach Alexander is going to want to talk it over.
Either that, he might. I don't know if he has the ability of having a kicker to kick that some far, but to go from 4th and 18 and pretty much out of in the middle of no man's land to 4th and 3 and at your going in at the opponent's 16. If I had to guess, I think Alexander's going to try and go for the touch or the first down here.
I agree. I mean, it's pretty clear that Lake Catholic's going to try and create some pressure at the line of scrimmage, force the Matt Natali to make an ill-advised throw or an ill-advised read. They also got to be careful. I mean, Walsh can still run that hard count and get the first down, so discipline's going to be definitely a key right here.
Walsh was not prepared for something they had not seen on film yet.
Looks like they're coming out in a heavy package. Number 52 lined up in the backfield. Natali's going to take the snap. He's going to give it to number 2. And he's able to break some tackles. Looks like the ball came out in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Going to be a touchdown for the Walsh Jesuit Warriors.
Jack Romanini with a fantastic run. I broke a lot of tackles. Again, you got 2 guys lead the way for you. LaShawn Crenshaw, and I think you said number 52, Tyron Rogers. Both helped lead the way for Romanini to get into the end zone. Broke some tackles. Just got to remember to tuck the football in. Pending the extra point, it is 7-6. Cooper Curta for the PAT for Walsh Jesuit.
Snap is good. Hold is down.
Right through the uprights. Makes it a tied ball game with 6:28 left in the first quarter. Both offenses pretty much playing as good as you can expect them to. I mean, Walsh was able to avoid some of those mishaps or take those mishaps and turn into a touchdown drive. Lake Catholic moved the ball without pretty much any hesitation. So it'll be interesting to see whose defense is gonna be able to not break.
That's right.
And Tyler Seacrest and Gregory Thomas back for the kick.
Number 8, Damon Kelly had that interception.
And Cooper Curta for the kickoff for Walsh.
Kicking himself for not doing it. There's a fumble that the Warriors were lucky to pounce on and keep possession right there. Because Lake Catholic, golden opportunities that were missed. So now it's all tied up. And Lake Catholic will get the ball back.
In fact, by number 98. Kickoff sequence here. We're at 6:20 for the first quarter. Lake Catholic will receive the ball.
Kick is off.
Another good high deep kick.
Tyler
Fielded at about the 5 by Seacrest. Makes a man miss, and he's going to be taken down at about the 20.
Yeah, that one wasn't as easy, tough sled. It was a little bit of tough sledding for that one compared to the first kickoff. But
That's right, not much of an opening there.
yeah, he was trying to find that middle seam, but it never really came, and the Walsh defender was able to hold him off so the reinforcements can come in and drop him.
The Cougars are going to be bunch left. Tyler Seacrest in the backfield.
Lake Catholic definitely saw something with using the bunch formation, because that's been the emphasis here on their play calls.
He's going to give it to Seacrest, and it's going to be a tackle for maybe a loss of 1.
And number 99, Drew Erdman, was in the backfield. That outside run hasn't been much fun for the Cougars getting that going. Another got 2 wide on both sides of the field.
Seacrest off to the left, and he's going to give it to him again, and he's hit hard near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, number 6, John Paul Fida, he read that all the way through, came in untouched. Especially with the guy that came in unblocked, you have to have something more faster developing to get the running back to be able to get a couple yards.
Right.
Definitely a passing situation if you're the Cougars. 3rd down and long. Have to make something happen here.
Yeah, and they're coming out in 10 personnel. 3 off on the bottom of your screen. Seacrest offset to the right. Brandon's going to take the snap, and he's going to give it.
Number 38, Jesse James, back in the backfield. Definitely an interesting, not what I was expecting on 3rd and long. Looks like Jake Height is back to punt, doing everything on special teams. Walsh Jesuits returner is back at the 45.
Cross Nimmo to snap.
Walsh is definitely going to put the pressure on here.
Snap. He gets it off.
Gets a good roll. Takes it about the 43.
Yep.
So Walsh gets pretty good field position off a tough Lake Catholic 3 and out. Definitely Lake's defense has got to definitely step up to give the offense a chance here, not play from deficit.
Visit clevelandclinic.org/Lake County.
Back set off to the right. Takes the snap. He's going to give it to the back. Finds a hole, and he's able to break this one loose.
Yeah, LaShawn Crenshaw, he has that ability, breakaway ability to put one foot into the ground. And
he found the hole and was gone.
Yeah. He knows how to make a guy miss, and he's in the end zone. Wow. Well, if you're Walsh, that's probably the best way you want to score.
5 yards first into the end zone to put Walsh up by another touchdown.
Walsh on for the extra point.
Cooper Curto back for Walsh Jesuits kick.
Snap is good. Hold is down.
Right through the uprights. With a 14-7 lead, Walsh is up against the Lake Catholic Cougars. 4:11 left in the first quarter. Rob, what do you think Lake has to do here on offense to start getting momentum?
I think we got to try to put together a methodical drive here and maybe eat up some clock. You know, the defense was only out there for one play, so it's not necessarily that they're tired, but we just want to keep that defense off the field.
Right. Yeah, and again, with Walsh's fast pace, they're able to put points up quickly, so definitely have to counteract that with a slow pace or a pace that's consistently eating up the clock here. Tyler Seacrest has taken both kicks out for Lake Catholic. I'm interested to see if he goes here again or they go to Gregory Thomas.
That's what's got to like about that team. There's no one person that you're going to stop. The stats show that
Walsh is out lining up. Lake Catholic is ready for the kickoff. Cooper Curto for Walsh Jesuit is getting himself set to boot this one to the Cougars. And the ball is kicked.
It's going to be another high, deep kick, and this one's going to be a touchback, Jimmy.
Yeah. Just enough this time. Just enough to get that across the end zone. Definitely think instead of going east-west on their runs, they definitely need to look at more north-south.
Right.
Give your
try to get downhill.
Yeah, give your guys some momentum. Give your linemen some push. The thing with Walsh is, again, they have speed on both sides of the ball. I think using the physicality that we saw last year with Lake Catholic on their title run, I think that's definitely going to be that can be an advantage for them.
Brandt's going to hand it to Seacrest, and he's going to get stuffed in the backfield.
Yeah, John Paul Fight again. I think the one that ended the drive for the Cougars last time is the one that starts it off for Walsh on this drive. It's about a loss of 3, or loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
Cougars staying in 10 personnel.
Definitely think they're going to come for a pass. I think you're going to see a pass right here.
Brandt takes the snap, and he's going to fling it out to his left.
Patrick Radigan, I was on the catch. It was a quick screen. Looks like, he got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit past that. So it's about 3rd and 10, so you're back to where you started.
It looks like Radigan's a freshman, so it's good to see some of these young guys getting reps out here for the Cougars.
I mean, this team is rather they definitely have a lot of more younger guys that are making their contributions here. Definitely a lot of good experience to take into your next, your future.
That's right. Seacrest offside to the right. Brandt takes the snap. He's feeling some pressure, and he's going to be taken down at about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Walsh is starting to figure out where the holes are in the offensive line blocking scheme, and they are making quick work. Looks like number 51 for Walsh. Yeah, Tyron Rogers, big tackle right there. And their front four have been wrecking a lot of havoc these last 2 drives, Rob.
They sure have. We got Jake Height on to send it to the Warriors. Returner at about midfield. It's going to be a high short kick. Hoping for a big bounce for the Cougars. Out at about the 48, 47-yard line.
They're going to get the ball in good field position.
If you're Lake Catholic, you definitely need to find a way to slow down this Walsh offense here, because you don't want to let this game get away from you in the first quarter.
We got 2:07 left here in the first quarter. Walsh Jesuit 14, Lake Catholic 7.
Yeah, LaShawn Crenshaw is off to Matt Natale's right.
Natale's going to take the snap. He's going to give it to Crenshaw. And he's able to plow forward for about a gain of 8 or 9.
Yeah, north and south running right there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he finds the hole and he hits it quick.
Yep. He's not afraid to lower his shoulder either and gets those extra yards.
Natale sends a man in motion. He's going to give it to him around the right edge. Trying to find a hole. And
yeah, Kenyon Marshall on that jet sweep. Able to move the chains for the Walsh Jesuit Warriors.
JTO stayed in the metro. We've got a 14-7 ball game. Walsh Jesuit is in the lead.
It's at 1:35 and rolling is the clock. 14-7 Walsh. At the Walsh is at the Lake Catholic 45.
Natale takes the snap and he's going to give it to Crenshaw. And that's a good defensive stop by the Cougars there.
I think he got back to the line of scrimmage right there.
Looks like Pacheco and number 13, John O'Keefe on the tackle.
Yeah, two of their bigger defensive players is Alexis Pacheco and John O'Keefe. Definitely need those two guys to make those big plays on the outside tonight.
That's right. We also got number 58, Nick Pisano out there.
Shotgun position all by himself. He's got 3 receivers right.
Looks like they're bringing a 4-man rush.
Looks like they're in the empty. Natale able to find a man for a 5-yard out.
Yeah, looks like that was to Kenyon Marshall. Definitely one of Matt Natale's favorite targets so far tonight.
Walsh operating out of the empty now. Look to the sideline.
Yeah, looks like Lake Catholic's looking to bring 3 on their pass rush. Oh, nope, never mind.
Taylor
Oh,
takes the snap, looking for a man.
He's got the
He's
man.
going to send it deep.
Did he catch that? What a catch.
Looks like it's going to be completed at about the 4-yard line.
Kenyon Marshall with a fantastic grab. Looked like he took a little bump. Maybe might have landed wrong, knocked the air out of him. Matt Natale with a fantastic throw, but Kenyon Marshall made a great adjustment to catch that over his shoulder.
He sure did. Back offset to the right. They're going to give it to him. A lot of Cougars in the backfield. That's going to be a good stop. No gain.
Definitely a good delayed blitz. Definitely liking those delayed blitz. They tried to do that on the empty set last play before this past one, and tried to do that again, but got to make it tough to call those blitzing calls when guys going over the top like that.
We got 15 seconds here left in the first quarter. Back offset to the right. Natale takes the snap. He's going to give it to him around the left edge.
Finds a seam. Oh, calling a flag. Flag.
Might be a face mask on the.
The Catholics' goal line defense holding staunch. They're staying staunch and not allowing much wiggle room.
We got a hold on Walsh Jesuit.
I think it was the guy at the 10-yard line. It's roughly around the time where the ref threw the flag.
It looked like it was a face mask, but he didn't grab it. So I'm hoping for a hold on the Warriors here.
I gotta say it's gonna be the end of the quarter, regardless of. It's gonna be end of the quarter. So we gotta say once they start the clock, I'll probably. Yep. Coach Alexander is talking to the ref, trying to get some clarification. It's the end of the half, or end of the quarter, excuse me.
So we're going to be looking at a Walsh Jesuit 3rd and goal from about the 14-yard line.
Yeah, good first quarter, pretty active. Walsh is up 14-7. Lake Catholic, again, they had a good first drive, took it right down the field, then Nick Brandt to Aiden Fitzgerald on a beautiful pass. Then Walsh found their momentum, and they started LaShawn Crenshaw's been their vocal point. Then on this past drive, Kenyon Marshall made a huge grab to put them within the red zone. Interesting.
Something tells me Nick Alexander, coach for the Walsh Jesuit Warriors, is telling his guys that this is 2-down territory for them. I don't think he's going to try and settle for 3.
No, I mean, along with their defense, too, they're getting into the backfield rather quickly. So you can definitely trust their defense to make those pivotal stops. And when the offense is on their own, when the Lake Catholic offense's backs are against the wall. But the Lake's definitely got to fight some momentum offensively to keep the Walsh offense off the field regardless. See if it looks like they accept the penalty, so it's going to be a replay of 2nd down, but at the 14-yard line. For a team like Walsh, where they like to spread out the ball and give it to their guys, this might be a blessing for them because now they have room to operate. Lake Catholic looks like they have 3 guys playing. Oh, never mind. Looks like they're going to try and bring some pressure.
Rolling out to the right. Trying to find a man. He's going to tuck it, and they're going to get him down at about the 10-yard line. So we're going to be looking at 4th and goal from the 10.
Yeah, Matt Natali was looking for that corner route, but Lake Catholic, it's like Tyler Seacrest, he had that covered and didn't allow any wiggle room to happen.
It looked like Pacheco and Pisano able to stretch it out. Make the play, man in motion. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 3rd down.
Oh,
makes a man miss. All right, so now we're going to have a 4th and 14.
Yeah, Trey Bell was on the sweep and couldn't get much sledding. Lake Catholic able to get their guys quickly to the ball, and it looks like Walsh is going to go for the field goal.
All right.
That's a big stop right there for Lake Catholic. They needed that desperately to keep the game from getting away. 3 points is definitely better than 7 right now. Cooper Curtis lining up. Ball's on the left hash.
A bit of a moral victory there for the defense of Lake Catholic. They lost a little bit of the momentum they created on that first drive in the first quarter.
Ball snap.
Snap is good. Hold this down.
He's got it. No, they're not calling no good. Oh,
wow. And a big stop for the Cougars here.
Yeah, in a drive that and almost got away from them defensively. The flag obviously helped, but again, the stop that from Walsh creating space in the end zone, that's huge. That's huge for your offense too, because now that flag is going to be big for the offense because now they're not direct really on with their backs against the wall at the 4.
Right, we got some room to operate over here.
So, see what Coach Sowers has dialed up for the offense.
Looks like number 24, Gregory Thomas in the backfield.
Definitely have to find ways to give Nick Brandt more time to operate within the pocket.
Brandt's going to take the snap, give it to Thomas. He's going to be able to work forward for about a gain of 2 or 3.
Yeah, Danny Morgan came there. Looks like he was the H-back on that. On the motion, came across, knocked the guy out of the way, able to get a few yards out of that run. But Walsh is definitely playing the run right now.
Thomas in the backfield. Hayden Fitzgerald moving to the slot over on the top of your screen. Thomas offset to the right. And Brandt's going to keep it. And he's going to be taken down for probably no gain.
Yeah, Drew Erdman and Noah Brock for Walsh Jesuit got back there quickly and didn't give much room for Lake Catholic or for Nick Brandt to get any yards there.
It's number 43, the freshman Patrick Radigan checking into the game.
Definitely have to figure out a way to get some yards here. Down and distant, 3rd and long is never ideal for any offense.
Thomas offset to the left. Brandt takes the snap, drops back.
Ooh,
and he's going to get hit hard by number 44.
Casey Kish came right off the edge. Same guy that gave him the lick on the touchdown pass. Again, not giving Nick Brandt enough time to operate in the pocket. That's going to affect his timing mentally because he's going to start, you don't want your kid to force throws. Have to be careful with that. Jake Height has had his work cut out for him so far since the first drive.
That's right.
The Lake punter standing right on the goal line. Not a place that
Oh, he's coming right through.
Oh.
Got it just up. Roughing. It looks like they're going to get a.
It looks like the Cougars might get a roughing. Height looks like he got hit pretty hard.
They're going to call, yeah, roughing the kicker. That's a first down. There's a
Somehow he was able to avoid that getting blocked and get it off, but
almost did a little bit of what the punter for Seattle did the other night.
That's right.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a Walsh player down on the field. I didn't see what happened there. I don't know if I think he was the one that ran into the punter there, Jake Height.
I'm trying to get a number for you, Jimmy, but looks like number 30 for the Warriors.
Yeah, number 30 is Brock Sherman.
So hopefully he's all right.
They're starting to get him up. Yeah, it's number 30, Brock Sherman, the sophomore.
JTO Stadium here, Mentor, Ohio. Coming back
Yeah,
from injury timeout.
leg injury because he's not able to put any weight on his 1 foot.
Injured player still hobbling off the field with the assistance of the medical team.
Well, like I said, Steve, I mean, it's hard to tell. I think that was the Warrior player who went flying in there to try to block that punt and make contact with
Hey, hopefully he's okay and
maybe that's where he was shaken up.
isn't too serious of an injury.
Punter's leg in full throttle coming right at him, and that penalty is huge, though, Steve. We didn't get a chance to talk about that. That's
Yeah, and
really a failed drive.
so there's 8:28 left in the second quarter.
In their own end zone, but
Lake gets a
penalty, they're going to be
new life with that roughing the kicker call. So now it's first down and 10.
That's right. Fresh set of downs.
Got to take advantage of that opportunity here.
So we got Tyler Seacrest checking back into the game. Offset to Brant's left. Brant takes the snap, going to drop back, looking for a man. He gets it off, and it's going to be in to Gerald. Caught it about midfield.
That was a fantastic pocket that was protected by Lake Catholic's offensive line. Gave him some time. Threw a great throw to Aiden Fitzgerald, who's been the main target here tonight for the offense.
That's right. He's always able to go up and high point that ball.
Well,
catch it before any of the defensive backs.
Helps when you're 6'3".
That's sure.
No, that was a great throw, high point, right at the 50-yard line. Exactly what they needed on offense.
Seacrest offset to the right. Motion.
Alexis Pacheco was in motion.
And Brant's going to keep it around the right edge. He's able to get about a gain of 1 yard.
Yeah, Brian Blackwell, defensive back, closed in very quickly. Gave about a.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Looked like he had some room there.
I saw Nick Brant was like, hey, might have had a couple yards to give, and no, Blackwell came in, closed that gap really quick. So it's about 2nd and 9.
Seacrest in the backfield. Offside left.
3 receivers to the left.
Takes the snap. He's going to give it to Seacrest, and he's going to be dropped at
number 8 for Walsh Jesuit. Josh Grogan was the first one back there, but Casey Kish came in and wrapped that up. So it's about 3rd and 10.
Alexander had described it. Number 35, Luke Kiesling, the senior DB on the tackle for Walsh. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 long yardage situation.
In these 3rd down and long situations, Walsh has been
yeah, they've been heating it up.
Yep.
They're going to get after Brant here.
Yep. They're playing man now, lining up.
Brandt takes the snap, looking for a guy.
Looks like he's
He's
Able
gonna
to
step up.
step up, and he's going to be taken down at about the line of scrimmage.
Definitely felt the heat there and felt like it was best to not force a throw.
We're going to have a 4th and 10 here. Cougars to punt it away. And we got 14-7. Walsh Jesuit leading the Cougars with about 6 minutes left in the half.
And Walsh Jesuit's punt returner, Gabe Gardner, is back for them. He's at roughly the 18-yard line. Jake Height, the punter.
It's a good high punt. Waves for the fair catch.
Gabe Gardner gets around the 19-yard line. Yeah, Walsh on the previous punts, they were looking to send the house there. This time they dropped it back a little bit.
Right.
Probably.
Which I'm kind of surprised he waved for the fair catch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were setting up the return. He had some room there, but as the Cougars will take that.
It's around about the 19-yard line, Walsh's 19-yard line. I mean, despite the stop last drive, I don't think if you're Walsh you change your game plan.
Natale's going to take the snap, fake the handoff, looking for a man, and sails it high to number 17.
Christian Oshie was able to get some separation on that comeback route, but Natale overthrew that a bit.
Damon Kelly on the coverage, the DB junior for the Cougars. Nice play, but yeah, an overthrow. So
Refs blew the whistle there. Oh, yep, moved the ball back a yard. Back to where it's supposed to be.
We got number 54, Jordan Bates, in a nose tackle for the Cougars. Natale takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Crenshaw. He's got some room, makes a man miss, takes it up the sideline, and he's going to be pushed out at about the 48-yard line into Cougar territory.
Yeah, Damon Kelly was the one that was able to push him out of bounds or get him to go out of bounds. Yeah, for the Cougars, they definitely have to figure out a way to stop LaShawn Crenshaw at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets to that second level, it's very difficult to get him down.
Natale rolling right, able to connect to number 11, makes a man miss, and able to fight pretty close to the chains.
Yeah, number 11, Trey Bell. Again, that rollout pass is something Walsh likes to go to, and again, when you have wide receivers that are able to make a miss after the catch, you know, it makes that play call much easier if you're Coach Alexander and his coaching staff.
Yeah, and they're moving the chains, so first down, fresh set of downs for the Warriors. Natale takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking for a man, sends it deep, and
too much.
It's going to be too far.
Lake was trying to bring some pressure there, but I did not stop Natale from planting his foot down and letting that rip.
And he was trying to connect with number 11 there.
I mean, that play's there. I mean, if again, the wide receivers are able to, they've been doing well in generating separation from the Lake Catholic defensive backs.
Crenshaw offset to the right. Natale takes the snap. He's going to give it to him. And he's going to be taken down by number 11, T.J. Gibbons.
Fantastic read by Gibbons. He was able to stop Crenshaw from getting to the outside. It's where he's most dangerous.
That was a good play. T.J. filling from his safety position. I'm sure he gets a lot of film time with his uncle, Marty Gibbons.
How about his entire family?
Yeah.
Got the whole family tree right on the sidelines,
Right.
quite literally. Yeah, looks like LaShawn Crenshaw came out for number 2, Jack Romanini, as the running back.
Natale takes the snap, drops back, and it's going to be a quarterback draw, and he's going to be taken down at about the 25-yard line.
He's going to get the first down. Definitely plays as a defense that you have to limit. Natale, they've been running that quarterback draw a couple times.
Right.
Yeah, and it wasn't really a broken pocket. I mean, Lake Catholic was able to maintain some contain there with their D tackles, but Natale was able to find the hole and get through it.
Natale drops back, sets up the screen. Oh, big man almost got it. And number 2 is able to make a couple guys miss, and he's going to waltz into the end zone.
There is a flag at the 21-yard line. Yeah, they're calling it. Looks like they're going to call it against Walsh there. Jack Romanini, I mean, besides which is probably going to be the penalty that's coming back, block on the back. Legal block on the back by Walsh Jesuit.
Nick Pisano was right there too.
Yeah. Right, I mean.
Almost
tipped it.
Yeah. Almost made a play on the ball there.
Romanini was able to break some tackles there and find the space to score the now moot touchdown.
So now we got a 1st and 15. Talley takes the snap, rolls right, looking back to his left.
Good hit.
He's able to connect with number 11, but not much of a,
much
of a gain there.
Yeah, Alexis Pacheco on a big stop. Immediately got to Trey Bell.
Looks like Crenshaw is back in the game.
Yeah, the clock's at 3:25 and winding.
Talley takes the snap, going to give it to Crenshaw. And he's going to be taken down by TJ Gibbons and number 54, Bates.
Yeah. There's a flag on the field. Holding. Yeah. Holding on Walsh Jesuit. Those penalties are really affecting Walsh's drive right now. They're getting some plays, but they're being offset by these penalties, and I guess you can only go back so far. So 2nd and 16. Looks like it's going to turn into about 2nd and 16.
Yeah, we got about 3:05 left in the half here, so it would be nice if the Cougars can get their defense off the field.
2nd and 22.
Talley takes the snap, looking for a man.
Got the man. Oh, too much.
And he overthrows him.
Yeah, that was it intended to number 17, Christian Ochi.
So we're gonna have a 3rd and long here, Jimmy.
Definitely, if you're Marty and you're the defensive coaches, you are telling your team to not let anything get behind you.
That's right.
Definitely expect them to play like a soft zone or play very far back.
Big defensive play here for Lake Catholic. Got to stop this Walsh offense. Do not let them get a score here right at the
Another thing is, too, you got to be careful for that quarterback draw. It's been one of the plays that they've gone to with Natali, getting some pretty good big chunk yards off of that as well.
Talley takes the snap, hands it to Crenshaw. And the Cougars are going to be able to get them down at about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, looks like it's about 4th and 9. Was able to get it a little bit past the line of scrimmage. Clock's winding down too. It's about 2:31 and running. And Walsh is set up to go for it.
Looks like the Cougars got a sophomore in there, number 54, Joey Bruno. Looking for an edge rush.
It's an encroachment penalty.
Pisano's going to come in for Bruno.
So yeah, 4th and manageable right now for Walsh. They have Romanini and Crenshaw in the backfield with Natali. Lake's looking to bring the pressure. False start.
False start. All right.
So, give and take of flags, apparently. It was on the right guard for Walsh. Looks like they're
going to come on for the field goal.
Yeah, Cooper Curta is out for the Walsh Jesuit Warriors to kick the field goal.
He's been booming those kickoffs, so I would think this would be in his range. It's going to be about a 41-yard field goal.
Oh, yeah, it looks like they need to sub somebody in. Number 66, Joey Passarallo.
Snap is good. Hold is down.
Oh, that's me just short. That's me coming up short.
Be pretty short. All right, so Cougars able to escape there, and we got about 1:27 left in the half. Walsh Jesuit 14, Lake Catholic 7.
Yeah, Lake Catholic's defense coming up with two big stops, you know, with their backs against the wall. Going, you know, Walsh was able to move the ball rather well.
Able to bend but not break.
Exactly. Walsh has definitely hurt themselves, shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. But, you know, if you're Lake, it doesn't really matter. Getting those stops to give your offense a chance to tie the game is – so that's all that matters. Definitely need to find a way to get this ball moving. You only got a minute 27 with all three are timeouts, but again, not much time to operate it.
Seacrest offset to the right. Brandt takes the snap, flings it out to the right, not able to complete it. Looks like number 8 was his intended target.
Okay. Damon Kelly. Minute 23 left in the second quarter. 2nd and 10.
Looks like we got trips right to the bottom of your screen. Seacrest offset to the right. Takes the snap, rolling right, and he's going to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, that was intended for number 7, Andrew Thielman. I don't know if that ball slipped or if that was just trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, maybe he didn't have anything, but 3rd and long right here. I mean, I'm probably looking to try to connect to number 3, Aiden Fitzgerald.
That's been pretty much his safe. That's been his safe haven tonight with Aiden. He's got a good mismatch in the slot.
He's in the slot at the top of your screen. Seacrest offset to the right. Brandt takes the snap. He's going to give it to Seacrest, and he's going to get stuffed in the backfield for a loss of 2.
That's a tough play, man. That's a tough play call because again, Walsh is going to use one of their timeouts right here, probably.
Right.
Now, and they still have a minute 12. And you know, Jake Height's doing a great job punting, but when you're at your own 20-yard line, it's tough to get good field position as a defense.
Yeah, we might even see Coach Alexander go after it here.
Oh, for sure.
They were able to get some pressure on that last one with the roughing.
Well, you also got to be careful because you don't want to get another roughing call and allow Lake to.
That's true.
If I'm Walsh, I think they're going to take they're going to take wherever the ball lands, maybe get the fair catch at by the midfield and operate from there.
Scoring first half for Walsh, after averaging 43 points a game going into this one. So far versus the formidable Walsh Warriors on homecoming weekend.
4th down, about 11 to go. Catholic back in the formation.
Yeah, it looks like Walsh is going to bring the pressure.
Yeah.
Lake did well in containing or protecting that.
It's going to be fielded, and he's going to be taken down at about the 47-yard line.
And Garner took a
48.
That was a good punt by Jake Kite. Was able to get some good air time. Gave the punt team enough time to get down there and make a tackle.
Yeah. So the Warriors are going to take over here with 1:02 left in the half.
Yeah, Lake's defense has definitely had their work cut out for them today. A lot of back against the wall. Let's see if they can hold it off for another drive. Walsh still has one timeout to use, but I'd imagine that they're going to be rather quick with their no huddle.
Yeah, they're coming out in 10 personnel. Matali sends the man in motion. He's going to give it to Crenshaw. Crenshaw is going to be tackled inbounds, so the clock's going to keep running.
Yeah, Alexis Pacheco again was the first guy to stick Crenshaw, and then there was a plethora of Cougars that were able to get in there to grab.
Yeah, that's huge, keeping them inbounds too.
Yeah, that was good awareness by Pacheco to not allow them to get to the outside.
Taylor finds a man, able to get out of bounds.
Looks like there's a flag on the field. Targeted to Ochi. Vitaly's been looking to go to Ochi more and more as the game has progressed on, too.
Looks like that's going to move the chains. Taylor takes the snap, drops back, looking for a man, and he's able to connect to number 11.
Went to Ochi again.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's 17.
Yeah. Vitaly's definitely found his number. 29 seconds. Walsh is driving.
Taylor rolling right.
Oh,
Able to find number 5. It's going to be just short of the first down.
good pass, but he had Troy Bell right down the sideline. Surprised he didn't go to him. Clock's winding down.
Taylor takes the snap, hands it to Crenshaw. He's able to plow forward to about the 6.
All right. Walsh is definitely going to use their last timeout right there with 8 seconds left on the clock. Or no, they're going to try and go for another play. Oh, spiked the ball.
Spiked
7
it.
seconds left. Hey, Crenshaw took a nice gain right there to get him in a pretty good position to kick a field goal. Oh, never, I take that back there. They're not taking out that field goal team yet. They're putting on the field goal team yet. They're going to try and probably get another play in here, see if you can score a touchdown.
Yeah, especially with that timeout in your back pocket.
Maya might try another run. Crenshaw's been their hot hand tonight.
Yep.
Or you got the matchup with Ochi at the bottom of your screen.
Taylor takes the snap, and that's where he's looking. Oh.
Down at the 2.
Wow. So they're going to call the timeout with 1 second left.
Looks like it's about the 2-yard line, or maybe yard and a half.
Yeah, it looks like they got it spotted at the 2. So we're going to have ball on the 2-yard line, and let's see what Coach Alexander decides to do here.
Hey, you're in an interesting spot if you're an offensive coach right now, or if you're Coach Alexander. You know, you could go for that touchdown with 1 yard or yard and a half, 2 yards, or you take the save 3. But I mean, Curtis missed 3 field goals tonight, or 2 field goals so far. I mean, this is a lot closer than his previous kicks, but it's showing that nothing's a guarantee.
Right. Looks like they're going to go for it here.
If you're Lake Catholic, it's kind of pick your poison here. Do you sell out for Crenshaw because he's been oh no. Oh, yep, they're in like that empty set. Or that,
so they got number 52 in there as a lead blocker.
Yeah,
number 44.
Casey Kish and Crenshaw. You know what they're doing.
Taylor's going to take the snap, gives it to number 2, and he's going to be able to plow in there for the touchdown.
Crenshaw for a touchdown.
Easy sledding right there. That was a great blocking scheme to find the hole, and they scored. Cooper Curto up for the PAT.
Snap is good. Hold is down.
Kick is through the uprights, and we're going into halftime. 21-7, Walsh Jesuit. I mean, the score doesn't show it, but Lake's defense has definitely held up its own.
They are. They're taking advantage of some of Walsh's mishaps, and they're hanging in there.
Yeah. Again, I think comes down more. I think going into this game, you knew Walsh's offense was going to be high-flying, fast, quick, able to put a lot of points up on the board. But, you know, if you're Lake's offense, you got to figure out ways to give Nick Brandt the football so that you can generate some points on the board, move the ball. You know, they've had some few plays where they got into Aiden Fitzgerald on big chunk plays. Running game really hasn't been there. Walsh's front four they've been pretty much in the backfield all game.
Right. It'll be interesting to see how the Cougars attack this second half.
I mean, if you're Walsh, I mean, I think it's. I mean, there's not much to adjust besides the disciplinary issues that you've had with the penalties, because that's really what stopped them from taking a larger lead. And if you're Lake, it's figuring out how to get the offense to start moving the ball efficiently,
Right?
Or trying to get that ground game going, because that's kind of hurt them with the passing game, because again, Walsh is able to get pressure with 4.
Yeah, Walsh is going to try and come out this second half, ground and pound. So the Cougars are going to have to stop that run, keep the ball, and hopefully get some quick scores.
Okay. Oh yeah. So stay tuned for the Lake Catholic halftime show, and we will be back after the half.
the final diagnosis.
Also a very safe and fun homecoming. Cougars keep it classy. We are the 2021-2022 Cougar Pride Marching Band.
Is your vehicle trying to tell you something? Start listening and take it to one of Zappy's Auto Wash's 8 neighborhood locations. They'll get it clean and looking like it just came off the showroom floor. Zappy's also offers a wide variety of detailing services at their Menor Avenue location. And while you're there, be sure to ask about gift certificates and gift cards. They make great stocking stuffers. If your vehicle is leaving you messages, take it to Zappy's. Because when it comes to keeping your car clean, Zappy's Auto Washes outshines the rest. Is your vehicle trying to tell you something?
Are you tired of working for someone else and want to start your own business? Or are you already running a business and need some accounting and financial help? Give Zappatelli Financial Services a call at 440-354-0375.
business need a loan from the bank or the SBA? Or do you need financial statements to receive a loan? We can help. Give Zappatelli Financial Services a call at 440-354-0375. Does your business need a
All right, we're back on the air. Both teams are warming up, getting ready. Less than 30 seconds until kickoff. Walsh is up 21-7. Rob, what do you think Lake has to do offensively to get some points up on the board coming off the second half?
We're definitely going to have to stop the run here. Walsh is going to try to run the ball. They're going to try to establish that early. And if the Cougars could stop the run and maintain their offensive possessions, put together some methodical drives, it's only a two-score ball game. So we're right there. Hopefully get one quick here and make this a good game.
Definitely. As much as Lake needs to stop the run, conversely, they need to get the run game going. I think Walsh has been able to create a lot of pressure just with their four-man front. And, again, Seacrest and Thomas have been trying to they just haven't been able to get anything going in the backfield. And I think that's kind of hurt their offense as a whole because, again, Brant's not getting much time as it is to throw. And, again, the time he's had to throw, he's been making some good plays on the feet and in the pocket. He's been able to roll out and make some good throws too.
He has. I agree. If we can get Walsh to respect the run, inherently that's going to open up the pass game and hopefully get things going here.
Yeah, this game's definitely far from over. As long as, again, I think Lake's offense just needs to get a couple points. They just need to get a touchdown on the board. Walsh does start off with the ball, I believe, because Lake did receive to come out of the game.
Correct.
So defensively, they definitely need to get a stop here and prevent that from being a three-score ball game by the time they touch the ball again.
75% accuracy basically going into this game, so he's pretty reliable in terms of when he does end up throwing the ball, but in terms of their rushers, they've just got so many options.
Both teams are breaking down, getting ready to start the second half.
And all those individuals, actually 3 out of those 4 that I mentioned, nearly 300 yards plus on the season at this point, so just a ton of weapons for Coach Alexander and the Warriors.
Yeah, that balance that we spoke of before the game, that is so critical.
Beautiful night for football here, Jimmy. Doesn't get much better than this, especially in October.
and in Northeast Ohio.
Right.
No, you can't ask for much better. Especially when a few weeks ago, I remember we were at the I was with Talkback fans. We were doing the Chardon Akron Bucknell game, and it was 100-some degrees out. And I'm like, it was awful.
Yeah, that's brutal.
The only good thing is it was on grass. That's
right.
The one thing I can say I was happy about.
Yeah, that turf gets hot.
Yeah. A quick shout out to Talkback fans. They're also here covering the game. So Patrick Langdon, Alex Heil, Brendan Langdon, Terry Heil, they're all down there covering the good football game we got here going on tonight.
So have you been covering games each week?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Whatever, we covered the Kirtland Perry game a few weeks ago.
Okay, that was a good one.
Yeah, Perry definitely played well. The game kind of got away from them at the end, but they're definitely a team. They're young, Coach Guesswich, but he's got a good thing. He's got a good thing building up over there.
Yeah, and Kirtland's just a machine of its own.
It's just crazy. And you just think a team like that, it's like eventually it's going to come. It's never happened.
Yeah, never crumbles.
And it's always the next person up. I mean, literally, they've always have kids rotating every year. I mean, they had Mason Sullivan for 2 years, who was their featured back, but they've always had good compliments year in and year out. And defensively, same way.
We got Height to send it off here, kicks it deep.
Yeah, got into the end zone.
Nice kick by Height.
Number 11, Trey Bell was was the return man for Walsh, but the touchback, that ain't happening right now.
So Walsh is going to take over here at the 20.
This is a bigger. I mean, it's only the start of the second half, but this is a big defensive stance that they got to have here coming out the gate.
It sure is. This is going to set the tone here for the rest of this ball game.
Yep. And they're coming out in the heavy package as Walsh. They're giving it to Crenshaw. Not finding much room to roll.
All right.
Crenshaw, and he's going to take a 4-yard walk.
Looks like that was number 54.
Yeah, Jordan Bates. Yeah, he was one of the first ones to get there.
Big defensive tackle, 6'3", 230 for the Cougars, and stuffing and stopping the Warriors, losing a couple yards, about maybe even 3 or 4 yards on that first down.
Oh, good pressure. Jordan Bates got through the middle, and they had the two guys from the outside come in to contain it. Need to do that a lot more to keep Crenshaw in the backfield.
Taylor's going to keep it. And he's
go.
going to be taken down in the backfield again.
Looks like number 6, Alexis Pacheco, was in the backfield. Read that perfectly.
Yep, looked like Pisano was in there as well.
Yeah, they're 2 big stops, and they've pushed Walsh back 7 yards. Now you got to watch for the pass right here, the quarterback draw.
Good stoppage of play here.
Cougar that was sprinting to the sideline to try to get off the field.
Looks like some miscue between, I don't know if, timeout. I don't know if we caught that, but I think Marty accidentally threw the visor at the ref. Yeah.
The headset, I believe.
I believe one of Lake Catholic coaches has been a little upset about the penalty going on for his headset.
So yeah, some type of miscues occurred.
Hey, whatever you got to do to get that timeout called.
Yeah, they must have seen something.
Reminding you to call for your furnace safety check. Dominion. It all starts here. In Clemic Construction, Clemic with a K. Call Clemic for your roofing and home construction projects. Roofingbyclemic.com. 440-951-2033. 440-951-20.
We'll be right back with a quick commercial break.
Are your business services taxable or non-taxable to the state of Ohio? Do you need help filing your sales tax on the Ohio Business Gateway? We can help. Call Zappatelli Financial Services at 440-354-0375. Are your business...
All right, we're back in the game. Lake Catholic's defense takes the field. Walsh's offense is taking the field. It's 3rd and 16, 10:59 left in the third quarter.
Number 44, Joey Bruno, sophomore, checked into the ball game. It's an edge rusher.
So we're looking at 3rd and 16.
Yeah, Walsh has got 3 receivers on the bottom of your screen. Oh, now someone else is calling a timeout. Walsh timeout. So then the minute and 1 second going into the second half, we are 2 timeouts have been burned, one respectively by each team.
Coach Alexander was seeing something he didn't like.
All right, Lake Catholic's defense coming back onto the field.
Right now, Lake Catholic could really use a stop to begin this first drive in the third quarter of play. Find themselves down to 21.
I don't think we'll see any more timeouts right here, but weirder things have happened in football.
Yep, and Walsh coming back out in the empty.
Yeah.
Natali's going to take the snap.
He's got pressure.
He's being flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to be taken down.
Big play right there.
Looks like Alex Pacheco.
Yeah, big play. 2 big plays for Alexis Pacheco on that drive.
Well, hey, that's everything we talked about. Lake Catholic had to come out, set the tone.
Yeah, he came right off the edge and made a huge play right there. And this also, depending on how far the punt goes, I mean, this does give Lake Catholic's offense a lot of wiggle room and a good field position to start their drive, their answer.
Lake Catholic setting up the return. It's going to be a shallow punt. And it's
looks like he got it around the 47, 46-yard line.
Yeah, so we're going to start off in Walsh Warrior territory.
Looks like the punter was number 12, Nick Herbel.
The doctor ordered Steve for the Lake Catholic Cougars at home on homecoming. Find themselves down right now 21-7 7, but don't let that score fool you at this point. I mean, this has been a pretty tight competition so far. And
Lake Catholic has Aiden Fitzgerald down at the bottom of your screen. Oh, they're bringing him in now. Alexis Pacheco is going to be playing a little bit off the line of scrimmage. He's going to be playing on the line.
First down and 10 from 48-yard line.
Brant pitches
Outside
it.
toss.
Seacrest is going to be able to pick up about 2 yards.
Yeah, good hard run for Seacrest. Got a couple yards. Clearly, Coach Sowers and the team, the coaching staff saw something within the middle, within that
yeah,
front
it looks
seven.
like it coming out with a new formation too.
Yeah. Yeah, they haven't done much running within the tackles, but they must have saw something during the week that they think they can exploit outside the tackles.
Yeah. Coming out in 22 personnel. Brant's going to keep it, and he's going to be able to plow forward there for a solid gain.
Yeah, they had, looks like Josh Stiles, he was their H-back looking to come in and do a wedge block.
Look like Greg Bears, number 66, who's a sophomore, leading the way.
Yeah, it looks like 3rd and a long 4 here. Oh, well, 3rd and 4.
Fitzgerald running the play in.
I don't think you can. I think this is 4-down territory right here too, considering the circumstances of the game.
Seacrest offset to the left. Brant's going to keep it around the left edge, and looks like he's going to.
He was close to the first down.
He got a first down, but there was a late flag coming in.
Yeah, holding. Big mistake there.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
So it would have been either a 4th and short or moving the chains. Is now a 3rd and 9. Oh, about 3rd and 11. So we're saying scoreboard says 3rd and 12. What we've seen from the first half is that Walsh liked to bring the pressure here on the 3rd and long, so I'm sure we'll be seeing the same concept shown here.
Stiles is going to move over. Looks like we got Seacrest in the back taking the snap.
Yeah, that's going to be a false start. Oh, what was 3rd and 4 is now going to be 3rd and about 17. Well, I think it's pretty easy to say that this is going to be a pass right here.
Yeah. Coming out in the same formation.
Offensive line definitely needs to give Nick Brant some time to operate within the pocket.
Split backs. Brant's going to take the snap, looking for a man, steps up in the pocket.
Oh, a little too much.
A little too much.
Did a good job protecting him. Having the 2 running backs there definitely helped with forming a good pocket. Just had the matchup too with Aiden Fitzgerald. Fortunate the pass wasn't able to get to him.
Playing a game of field position here in the second half.
Definitely.
Not the direction that Lake Catholic wanted to start coming out. They came out with a great defense, and we had hope that their offense would game the ball a little bit.
Jake Height back for Lake Catholic to punt.
They got a penalty, and that really started.
They have Gabe Gardner for Walsh Jesuit looking to return this football here. Punt is up. Pretty good punt. Didn't get the favorable. Oh, got a good roll.
All right. Lake Catholic going to down it at about the 11.
That was a great punt by Jake Height right there.
Sure was.
Playing the field position game pretty well in that department. All right, well, defense has got to come up big again.
Yeah, we need another stop, just like last time.
trying to put the pressure on the Lake Catholic defense.
Natelli's going to take the snap, hand it to Crenshaw. He's going to get stuffed initially, but he bounces it. He's got some room, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, Crenshaw with room to run on the outside is a very dangerous combination.
Well, they're going to spot it at about the 30.
Yeah, Walsh has been they've been liking that three wide receivers on one side of the wide side of the field there.
Yep, hand it to Crenshaw. He's going to be brought down by number 13, John O'Keefe.
Yeah, they have LaShawn Crenshaw listed at 5'7", 160. He's running like he's 200 pounds through that the middle there. He's taken 4 guys with him to the ground.
They're going to give it to Crenshaw again, and he's going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage. It looks like number 11, T.J. Gibbons.
Yeah, he's been stepping up tonight, making some big plays here.
And number 54, Bates, on the tackle.
It's 3rd and 1, so it looks like they have Romanini coming in for Walsh as the running back. Wouldn't put it past Walsh to run up the middle again or do some type of RPO with
Yeah, third and 1 here.
Matt, we have doing RPO with Natalia.
Romanini offset to the right, and he's going to get it. And that's going to be enough for the first down.
Just got enough.
So that's going to move the chain for the Warriors. Looks like bait on the play again for the Cougars. Walsh still operating out of that 10 personnel. Trips offset to the right.
Play action.
Going to keep it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Ochi had that right in the fingertips. Have to catch those. You knew that play action was coming.
Right.
You knew that was going to be happening soon.
Look like Damon Kelly on the coverage. We got split backs. Natalie takes the snap. He's going to give it to Crenshaw. And Alex Pacheco is going to take him down after about a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, he's been finding his stride as the game's gone on with Alexis Pacheco. He's definitely been putting his nose to the ball much better as the game's progressed.
So Crenshaw is going to be offset to the right. Natalie looks to the sidelines. Natalie takes the snap, drops back.
Throws it.
Connects with
Gets it.
number 5 for the Warriors.
Yeah, Josh Campana. Again, just got enough to get the first down. So that's going to move the chains. Yeah, Josh Campano with the hard-earned extra yards after the catch there.
Yeah, Warriors crossing midfield with about 5:40 left in the third quarter. Natalie fakes the handoff. Passes deep, and
nice
he's
pass.
able to connect.
Looks like that was passed to Trey Bell. To Ochi.
That was number 17.
Yeah, Ochi. Yeah, they've been trying to get him the ball, but whether it was an overthrow or a drop, they just haven't they just haven't been able to connect.
Crenshaw to the left, pushed out of bounds by T.J. Gibbons. It's going to be spotted at about the 5-yard line. So we got 2nd and goal here from the 5. Crenshaw offset to the right.
Yeah, Lake's definitely emphasizing stopping the run here. Oh, they got them a little too far out to the outside.
Good coverage by Damon Kelly.
Yeah, I mean, didn't give the quarterback much room to operate there.
So we got 3rd and goal from the 5. Crenshaw offset to the right. Natali takes the snap. He's going to give it. And Crenshaw is going to waltz in for the Walsh Jesuit Warrior touchdown.
And much credit to Walsh Jesuit tonight with their offensive line. They've been creating a lot of big gaps for Crenshaw to move through, and Romaniti for that matter.
Crenshaw into the end zone, time to score. How about 6 more points on the board for Walsh, putting them up right.
Unfortunately, it was the 3rd downs that really got Lake Catholic there. The defense made those big stops, but unfortunately, it was one way or the other. They just couldn't get that 3rd down stop that that was needed. Kurta is up for the PAT.
Snap is good. Hold is down.
Right through the uprights. Makes the game 28-7. Walsh Jesuit with 5:08 left in the 3rd quarter. Definitely a must score for Lake Catholic's offense here, Rob.
Sure is. It sure is. So we're down 3 scores. Got to try to get one in the end zone here.
Opportunities for Lake Catholic. That would have been huge in that first quarter, that interception.
Lake Catholic's ready to receive the ball and try and get going on offense.
Welcome back. JTO Stadium here. Steve Bunch with Pete Stark calling the game for you tonight.
It's Gregory Thomas.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be a pooch. All right. So Cougar is going to take over with good field position here. About the 48-yard line. There was number 28 for the Cougars, James O'Keefe, that fielded that kick.
Yeah, in that spot, being a frontline, usually you're supposed to be a blocker.
He did his job. He hung in there, didn't peel out too soon.
Made the catch. That's what you got to do. That's the first thing you got to do when you're in that situation. Oh, number 12, Frankie Trinetti is the quarterback.
First down, Brant back.
True freshman. Or freshman. First throw was on a slant, incomplete. They have Nick. Oh no, they have Nick Brandt coming out. Looks like he's going to move Nick Brandt to wide receiver, and Frankie Trinetti is going to be the quarterback.
All right, so Lake Catholic switching some things up here, getting some young guys some experience.
They definitely feel the need to get another playmaker out there, which I am assuming is why they moved Nick Brandt out to wide receiver, and they have him lined up in the slot.
Right. Thomas in the backfield, offset to the left. Trinetti takes the snap, looking for a man, and it's going to be intercepted by number 2. He's going to take it all the way in.
Yeah, Jack Romanini takes it to the house. Welcome to high school football is what you're getting from Frankie Trinetti right now. That's. Yeah, that's tough, but it's these. You got. Unfortunately, he's learning hair on fire.
That's right. That's right. We got a true freshman quarterback in there now with a sophomore running back, so. Hoping to pave the way for the future of Cougar football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cooper Kurta up for the PAT.
Snap is good, holds down. No good.
Wide left. So score with the PAT is 34-7 with 4:50 left in the 3rd quarter. And we'll do a quick commercial break.
Are you unsure if your employee can be treated as a subcontractor with a 1099, or should they be on payroll and receive a W-2 at the end of the year? Is this something you need help with? Call Zappatelli Financial Services at 440-354-0375.
Is your vehicle trying to tell you something? Start listening and take it to one of Zappy's Auto Wash's 8 neighborhood locations. They'll get it clean and looking like it just came off the showroom floor. Zappy's also offers a wide variety of detailing services at their Menor Avenue location. And while you're there, be sure to ask about gift certificates and gift cards. They make great stockings.
No worries. All right, so we are back after this commercial break. So Cooper Curta is getting Walsh Jesuit ready to kick the ball to the Lake Catholic Cougars and hopefully get Lake Catholic the ball to get some points up on the board here. 4:50 left with the third quarter.
Here in the third quarter, this game's getting away from Lake Catholic a little bit.
Gregory Thomas and Tyler Sechrist, as they've been all night, are looking to return this football here.
Walsh is going to send it deep. Fielded by Sechrist. He's going to be taken down at about the 26-yard line.
At 26, 27-yard line.
Number 19, Matthew Sertanak, calling his name for the first time, naming number the junior.
So we'll see how Lake Catholic answers on that pick six. I mean, with for Frankie Cinetti, it's no pressure right now. I mean, you did the worst. I mean, worst outcome happened.
Let it rip.
Yeah,
let it rip.
Yeah.
So we got Trinetti and Thomas in the backfield. Offset to the right. Trinetti moves his man in motion, gives it to Sechrist.
Wide, yeah, the sweep wasn't there. 3 guys were waiting for Sechrist to cut it up, and not much room to maneuver for Sechrist. So that's about a, looks like for a 5-yard, 4-yard loss. Looks like they got, we're going to have Sechrist lined up wide on the bottom of your screen.
Trinetti takes the snap. He's going to fling it out to Sechrist. And he's not going to have much room.
Yeah, unfortunately, Walsh Jesuit kind of swarming to the ball right there. Looks like Sechrist is banged up a little bit, hobbling off the field. Number 8, Damon Kelly's coming in.
So yeah, Cougars got a long 22 yards to go on this third down play from their own end of the field on about their own 18-yard line.
One put past Walsh, looking to put some pressure on the freshman quarterback, force him to make a throw.
Trinetti looking for a man.
He's got time.
It's tipped, and it's going to be caught by Damon Kelly.
Might have not seen that linebacker there in the middle, but looks like Damon Kelly is banged up. But instead of 4th and 22, it looks like they got to the line of scrimmage. About 4th and 7, 4th and 8. That Damon Kelly looks banged up there.
Where they began that drive, I should say, still would have been 10 more yards to go. 4th and 10 basically for the Cougars. 3:04 remaining in the third quarter of action. Taking a knee.
He's lying on his stomach. Hopefully he's okay.
Kelly will take a quick break ourselves. Steve Bunch, Pete Stark at a call. High school football game of the week. WINT Integrity Radio 101.5 FM, 1330 AM, and online WINTradio.com.
Looks like they're looking at his ankle.
I'm pretty sure that's the receiver, right? Went up for it, got hit. Jaya, you could do 2 spots right here.
Or he's at least sitting up now. All right, they're getting him up. Definitely a lower leg injury, or definitely a lower body injury. Hopefully he's feeling better, or hopefully he feels better and it isn't too severe. Unfortunately, he's not able to put any weight on his right foot.
Unfortunately, one of the receivers, looks like Damon Kelly, is being helped off the field.
And really unfortunate too. I mean, Kelly went up there and made a nice grab and
Jake Height is back to punt for Lake Catholic. It's about 4th and 6. 3:04 left in the third quarter. He's done a pretty good job tonight at kicking the ball in all facets. Walsh is going to drop 2 guys back.
They called his name quite a bit tonight. So Lake Catholic is back in punt position, 4th down.
Gets a good roll.
Nice directional kick.
Going to go out at about the 30 there.
Yeah, he's definitely done a great job tonight as your punter. I mean, that's not what you want to say, but, you know, fortunately, it's still a position on the field that you got to give credit for.
Sure is. He's been able to flip the field and give the Cougar defense a chance.
So leading into this one, 43 points a game. They've been averaging right now instead of 34 points with still 2:45 remaining in the third quarter. So still a lot of time yet to play, and they're only giving up.
We got 2:45 here with Walsh taking over in the third quarter. It looks like we got a new quarterback in, number 10.
Yeah, Ryan Kirscher, Jr.
He's going to hand it off to Crenshaw. And Crenshaw is going to plow forward for about 11 yards to move the chains. TJ Gibbons on the tackle.
Shotgun formation. You got 3 receivers to the right.
Give it to Crenshaw. Oh, fumble. Oh, mishap there. Kirscher is going to take the ball.
Fumble exchange. Ball picked up.
2 Lake Catholic defenders were able to swarm to the ball rather fast to avoid any other issues. So it's about 2nd and 6.
Kirscher takes the snap. He's going to give it.
Crenshaw to the outside.
All
Doesn't
right.
find anything.
And Pacheco on the tackle.
He's been doing much better. As the game's progressed, he's definitely been reading that outside run. Been in Crenshaw's face a lot in those plays.
Crenshaw, the junior, lined up shotgun formation. He's got 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right.
Trying the hard count.
Kirscher looks to the sideline. Gets the call. Crenshaw offset to the right. Kershaw, and it's going to be stopped. Looks like number 16 for the Cougars, Jason Stuhl.
Yeah, and Johnny Smeltzer, he came in pretty quick there to collapse the pocket. Number 12, Nick Herbley is out for Walsh Jesuit as the punter. 4th and 9.
Looks like number 3, Aiden Fitzgerald back there.
He's going to fair catch that. Oh, muffed the punt, but he's able to
cover it up.
Yeah. At about the 30-yard line. Crisis averted.
So the Cougars going to take over here at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they got 33 seconds left in this third quarter. I mean, at this point, I think if you're Lake Catholic, you got to just see what you got with your younger guys. I mean, Gregory Thomas is out there. Frankie Trinetti, he's at the helm. You know,
looks like we might have a new quarterback out there now.
Number 14, Will Beers. He's a sophomore. They got looks like a bit of a. Okay, yeah.
Backs go offset. Beers takes the snap, drops back, looking for a man, and he's going to tuck it, and he's going to pick up 2 yards.
Yeah, Drew Erdman, the defensive lineman, collapsed on the right side. Kind of forced Will Beers to rush. Got a couple yards out of it, fortunately, but definitely that mental clock is definitely fast with Walsh's front four getting a lot of pressure tonight. And this play's probably going to end it for the third quarter. Yep, that's the end of the third quarter. So that leaves it at Walsh Jesuit 34, Lake Catholic 7. And Lake Catholic, you know, they're getting their younger guys in, seeing what they can play. I mean, overall, the defense has done as good of a job as you can ask them, considering Walsh's offense. I mean, the last few games, Walsh has put up 40-plus points. Unfortunately, the offense has just struggled to get anything moving outside of that first drive tonight. Then we'll do a quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
Is your vehicle trying to tell you something? Start listening and take it to one of Zappy's Auto Wash's 8 neighborhood locations. They'll get it clean and looking like it just came off the showroom floor. Zappy's also offers a wide variety of detailing services at their Menor Avenue location. And while you're there, be sure to ask about gift certificates and gift cards. They make great stocking stuffers. If your vehicle is leaving you messages, take it to Zappy's. Because when it comes to keeping your car clean, Zappy's Auto Washes outshines the rest.
All right.
Special high school game.
Back from the break. Start of the fourth quarter here. It's 2nd and 8. Lake Catholic has the football.
Sophomore Willie Beers at quarterback. Greg Thomas in the backfield. Beers is gonna keep it up the middle.
Made a good read. I mean, got a few yards out of that. Defensive line made a pretty good effort to contain Gregory Thomas from getting the ball. Will Beers made the right call and able to make it third and about 6.
Will Beers running in the play from Coach Sowers.
Still a great crowd on hand here, and a lot of festivities tonight, as we mentioned. You know, both tailgaters early before the game, a couple hours before the game from both sides, both the visiting Walsh.
Will Beers in the shotgun formation. 27. Josh Styles moves up to the line of scrimmage.
Beers takes the snap. He's going to work the left edge.
Hard run, but he was unfortunately met by defenders that were coming in harder. Looks like number 40, David Hauersat, came flying to meet Will Beers at a little bit past the line of scrimmage.
So we got height on to send it over to the Warriors.
Gabe Gardner is back to return for Walsh Jesuit.
Catholic lining up for the punt.
That's a good snap. Height's going to get it off. Nice high punt.
Gardner's going to take it. Oh, found the outside edge. He's got some room to run. Oh, there's a flag.
Probably going to be a hold on the Walsh Jesuit Warriors.
Yeah, Gardner was able to find the outside seam, get some more yards. Fortunately, that's probably going to be offset by this penalty right here.
James O'Keefe, the senior wide receiver quarterback, making the special teams tackle for the Lake Catholic Cougars. It is going to be a hold on the receiving team.
Tackle made by James O'Keefe on the punt.
No stopping them so far tonight, as they got the big advantage, 34-7 on the road versus Lake Catholic and the Cougars. Again, Walsh 5-2 on the season.
So with the penalty, that moves them to back to about the 29-yard line.
Teams going double overtime versus Benedictine, one of the top teams in the state of Ohio. Also losing Akron Open in single overtime and coming on the road.
Looks like Walsh still has Ryan Kirscher in the backfield as the quarterback.
Yep, Kirscher's going to keep it around the right edge. Makes a man miss, and he's going to be pushed out at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, made a smart read and was able to plant his foot, get to the outside, and not get hit. They also have looks like 27, Hunter Randolph, as the running back. It appears that they've taken out LaShawn Crenshaw.
And he was forced out by number 28, James O'Keefe, there by the Cougars. Kirshner in the hands it off, number 20.
Gabe Gardner breaks a few tackles.
And he's going to be taken down by number 11, TJ Gibbons.
Oh, they're not. Oh, they're going to call to move the chains.
Yep.
Gabe Gardner was able to maneuver through a couple Cougars and get that first down. Some hard-earned yards right there.
Chains for Walsh, and their quick move offense on to go once again.
Kirshner shotgun formation. He's got 2 to the left, 2 to the right.
Kirshner rolling right.
He now rolls out right. He's got a receiver open at the 45.
Finds a man.
It's caught.
Aiden Fitzgerald with a good solo tackle right there.
10 yards out of that.
Completed number 20 for the Warriors.
Walsh right back at it. Shotgun formation.
Kirshner's going to take the snap, hands it off. Number 27.
Yeah, Randolph has some room to run and break some tackles, and he's taken
Taken out at about the 30. So that's going to move the chains for the Warriors as we got 9:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Walsh Jesuit 34, Lake Catholic 7.
Yeah, it looked like James O'Keefe was the defender who made the tackle on that play on Randolph.
Kersher takes the snap.
Randolph gets the ball again. Yeah, Nick Pisano in there to stop him at a little bit past, right at the line of scrimmage.
9 minutes to go in this one. Walsh on the road with the advantage, 34-7 versus Lake Catholic, and they've got that hurry-up offense in full effect, and they punch it into the end zone.
Looks like we got another freshman in there, Paul Deinhardt, number 55 at nose tackle. And they're going to get the freshman to jump there. You got to love it, though. They're getting these young guys some experience. It's going to pay dividends.
Yeah, especially right now against a very high-quality opponent in Walsh Jesuit. You know, you're playing one of the best teams in the area right now. So getting these kids to see their first licks against some high-quality competition, that's definitely going to help them moving forward.
Kirshner's going to keep it. He flings it deep, and it's going to connect with number 20 for a touchdown.
That Kersher to Gardner right there. That was on the dot. I mean, that was a fantastic throw. Corner just kind of stopped there right before the ball got to him and went right to Gardner.
Outstanding throw by the backup junior.
Pending the extra point is Connor Curta.
Guy picks it up and it's a touchdown, bringing us to a 40-7 lead here with 8:06 left in the fourth quarter. Lining up for the POTT. They are all set.
Snap is good. Hold is down.
Right through the uprights. They're marking it good. That makes the score 41-7 with Walsh Jesuit leading the game with 8:06 left in the third quarter. Tough sledding tonight for Lake Catholic offensively, and I think defensively you're just kind of starting to see the young guys, the guys get worn out a little bit. Defense has been out there a lot tonight. Lake Catholic's getting ready to return the kick here.
Did you see the kid who caught that? Yeah. Did you watch him still? Gardner was the receiver that caught it. Gardner? Yeah. Gardner, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, buddy.
Number 90, Ryan Deming, is the one that is going to kick this ball off. A little bit of a pooch kick to number 7, Andrew Thielman.
Saturday night special high school football.
Thielman's going to be taken down at about the 27-yard line where the Cougars will take over.
Looks like they have Trinetti back out there as the quarterback. He's right next to, right in the huddle.
Brought back. We're going to give him credit up to, looks like, the 27-yard line.
Looks like they're
That touchdown score for Walsh. It's getting us into that running clock situation probably for the remainder of the game. 7:15 remaining, 41-7 Walsh over the home team.
Trinetti's the one trotting out onto the field. It looks like they're going to be rotating quarterbacks the rest of the way, it appears. Last drive, it was Will Beers who was taking the snaps. Now it's Frankie Trinetti who started in this early second half.
Yep, so Trinetti in the backfield with Thomas.
Offense, it's first down from the 27. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right.
He's going to give it to Thomas. Thomas is going to cut it upfield for a solid gain of 3, 4 yards.
Yeah, number 40 for Walsh, David Howersott came right through the line of scrimmage, but Gregory Thomas was able to get past him and get a couple-yard gain right there. So it's about second and about 6. Trinetti gets the call, and he's about to tell his players what the play call is. Andrew Thielman is the one lining up at the bottom of your screen here, and Nick Brant's in the slot. Aiden Fitzgerald's at the top of your screen.
And in motion, Trinetti takes the snap, going to hand it to Thomas.
Looks like he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, or maybe a 1-yard gain there.
So we're looking at about a 3rd and 5.
Just like we can see it all night, Steve, the Lake Catholic Cougars really no success to speak of whatsoever with the rushing game. Is stuffed early and often this evening, and the only real positives they've had has been through the air, and those opportunities have been.
Trinetti breaks the huddle. He's gonna fake it to Thomas. He's rolling out.
He has the guy right there.
Oh, and he's able to connect with Nick Brandt, who was playing quarterback earlier. All right.
At first, I thought he saw Josh Stiles wide open on the sideline, but he figured Nick Brandt was the better man and paid off with the first down, moving the chains.
Freshman quarterback able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, the clock's about to hit. Less than 5 minutes remaining in this football game. Looks like you have Nick Brandt moving to the bottom of your screen here in the bunch formation.
Trinetti takes the snap, going to hand it to Thomas. Thomas makes a man miss, and he's going to be tackled by a swarm of Warriors right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not much wiggle room in the means of for Gregory Thomas to get any yards there. Yeah, it's been tough sledding for these running backs all night. Walsh has done a really good job with their front 7 to stop the run. They have Dom Vitale lining up at the top of your screen. Gregory Thomas offset to the right.
Trinetti takes the snap, going to hand it to Thomas. Trying to work the left edge, and he's going to be stuffed by number 40 again.
Yeah, they tried to run a counter there, but the defense wasn't fooled there.
Yeah, everybody's staying home.
Lose a couple yards. Lose a couple yards there. It's about 3rd and 11.
Sophomore Greg Thomas had his coming out party against North here, their first home game, and he was able to run the ball really well against Eastlake North, and it seems like he's been earning some of the touches, but like we said, getting these young guys involved.
Yeah.
Trinetti drops back, looking for a man.
Ooh,
just a bit outside of number 7.
Yeah, trying to get that to Thielman, but a little too high. He's bringing out Jake Height again. Said his name a lot often tonight.
Right.
Luke Garner, Gabe Gardner, back to get the return for Walsh. He's at the 25-yard line.
So Lake Catholic's going to line up in punt formation with 2:57 left here in the 4th quarter and a running clock.
Clock's about to hit 2 minutes and 50 seconds in running.
Latecomer coming onto the field.
And Dan Malcheski gets onto the field late.
And I think they're set.
Height sends off a high punt.
Fair caught. Gabe Gardner makes the catch around the 25-yard line. 2:36 is left on the clock. Your score is Walsh Jesuit 41, Lake Catholic 7. It's been a tough game sledding for Lake Catholic. Not being able to get the running game established has really hurt them. Again, a good passing game is always is complemented by a great running game as well. Defense, defensively, first half, both halves they've done pretty well. It's just unfortunately some big plays across, throughout the game have hurt the defense, and stopping Walsh from getting points.
So it looks like we got a new quarterback for the Warriors, number 14. He's going to keep it off the right side, and he's going to be taken down for about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, number 14 for Walsh Jesuit is quarterback Rel Tomlinson Jr. He is a sophomore.
Walsh already got their third quarterback of the game in here, Pete, but it's not slowing down this offense. Or their spread formation. Back.
Quarterback takes the snap, and he's going to try to work that left edge. And he's going to be taken down by number 44 for the Cougars.
Cross Nimmo. Yeah, it looks like Tomlinson Jr. stiff arm kind of pushed himself down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Tomlinson's his athleticism is allowing him to be the quarterback that allows to get those hard-earned yards there. Curious if they'll have him drop back and maybe throw a football here.
A minute and a half to go in this game here.
They have number 27, Hunter Randolph, in the backfield with Tomlinson.
Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Working the right edge, and he's going to be taken down at about the line of scrimmage. So Walsh Jesuit going to be facing a 4th and 10 here. Trying to run down the clock with about 45 seconds left in the ball game.
Yeah. Just hit 40 seconds and the clock is running. Lake might get another play in offensively before the clock hits 0.
Very highly ranked teams. We thought that they might pull away from this game eventually. And we certainly have done that here in the second half. As it is right now, they are leading this game 41-7.
The punt is off. And it's going to be fielded. They're going to let it bounce.
Yeah, they have number 31, Jimmy Rhodes, back there to be the return man. That's going to run the clock out.
I think that's going to do it. So, and the homecoming from Jerome T. Osborne Stadium, we got a final score of Walsh Jesuit 41 and Lake Catholic 7.
Yep. Next week, Lake Catholic is going to take on St. Mary's Prep at home, and Walsh Jesuit is going to take on Padua Franciscan High School. So, I mean, again, overall tough game for Lake Catholic, but again, on a positive note, Rob, as you mentioned, they got a lot of their young guys in. They got Will Beers in. They got
Frankie Trinetti.
What business formation gives you the best tax breaks? What are the differences in taxes between an LLC?
Nothing to hang their hat about. I mean, a lot of these kids got good experience. You just got to learn from the mistakes, but again, there's a lot to learn from a good program when you face a team like Walsh Jesuit.
That's for sure. Well, thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you again next week.